Today I am going to explain about data on external storage. This is from fifth, fifth unit of the DBMS. Let us see what is this data on external storage. That means in our DBMS, we will store a huge size of data in the database. In DBMS, we store a huge size of data in the database, and whatever the data we are storing in the database, it must be persistent. That means if we want to perform any kind of transactions, that data will be stored in the database. If that data is not there in the database, then we cannot perform any kind of transactions. Therefore, data is stored on external storage devices such as disks and tapes and fetched into main memory as needed for processing. What it means, whenever the data we want to do some task, that is fetched from the disk and fetched to where? Main memory. That means whatever the data is stored in the disk is retrieved from the disk for to perform a task. The unit of information read from the disk is called as a page. The unit of information read from a disk is called as a page, or the unit of information written to disk is called as a page. The unit of information written to disk is called as a page. Therefore, the size of a page in DBMS is generally 4 KB or 8 KB. It depends upon the DBMS. The size of the page may be 4 KB or 8 KB. And the next, the cost of page input output operations dominates the cost of typical database operations, and database systems are carefully optimized to minimize this cost. That means to insert a page into the disk or to retrieve the data from the disk, right? It will cost a lot. So our DBMS has to be in such a way that it has to optimize the cost. That means we have to minimize the processing cost in such a way that our DBMS has to be there. Disks are the most important external storage devices. Disks are the most important external storage devices. They allow us to retrieve any page at a fixed cost per page. That means disks are the random external storage devices. That means we can access the data from the disks randomly. And tapes are sequential access devices. Tapes are magnetic tapes. Magnetic tapes are the sequential access devices and force us to read data on page after one after the other. They are mostly used to retrieve data that is not needed on a regular basis. They are mostly used to store the data that is not needed on a regular basis. When we will be using tapes, we store the data in the tapes when they are not, when that data is not regularly used. That is, if we want to back up the data, then only we use magnetic tapes. Each record in a file has a unique identifier called record ID. Each record in a file, that is, in our DBMS, the files consist of records. and in a file many records will be there. Each record in a file has a unique identifier called a record ID. Record ID is also called as RID. In short, it is RID. And RID has the property that we can identify the disk address of the page containing the record by using the RID. Containing the record by using the RID. That means we can access a record from the disk by using the RID. Next, data is read into memory for processing and written to disk for persistent storage by a layer of software called the buffer manager. Here, the buffer manager is used to access the data from the disk for processing, or if we want to store the data persistently in the secondary storage, the buffer manager is used. That means the buffer manager is a um, intermediate layer for retrieving or storing the data in disks. When the files and access methods layer needs to process a page, it asks the buffer manager to fetch the page, specifying the page's RID. That means whenever the file layer or file and access methods layer needs a specific page for processing, then it asks the buffer manager to fetch that page by specifying the page's RID. In each and every page, an RID will be there. So that by using that RID only, that data will be retrieved. The buffer manager fetches the page from disk if it is not already in memory. The buffer manager first of all verifies whether it is there in the memory or not. If that page is not there in the memory, then it fetches or it retrieves that page from the disk. Space on disk is managed by the disk space manager. Space on disk is managed by what? By the disk space manager according, according to the DBMS software architecture. Space on disk is managed by the disk space manager according to the DBMS software architecture. And next, when the files and access methods layer needs additional space to hold new records in a file, it asks the disk space manager to allocate an additional disk page for the file. That is, when the file and access method layer needs additional space to hold new records in a file, it asks the disk space manager to allocate an additional disk page or additional disk page for the file. It also informs the disk space manager when it no longer needs one of its disk pages. That means whenever the file layer needs additional space to save a record, it asks the disk space manager to provide a space. And whenever it no longer the space is required, it informs the disk space manager to utilize the space for any another purpose. The disk space manager keeps track of the pages in use by the file layer. The disk space manager keeps track of the pages in use by the file layer. If a page is freed by the file layer, the space manager tracks this and reuses the space if the file layer requests a new page later on. Generally, the external storage in a database system is as follows. Here, first layer is file and access methods layer will be there, where the files will be accessed and processed. And here buffer manager will be there, disk space manager will be there, and disk will be there. Here, file manager or file and access methods layer will request the buffer manager to provide the space. Then buffer manager provides the space by using the disk space manager in the disk. So in the same way, the files can be accessed by using the buffer manager. The files can be stored by the buffer manager. The files can be accessed by using the buffer manager. What is this disk space manager? The disk space manager will manage the space of the disk. That means if a layer is asking for the space, it will provide a space. If the layer no longer needs the space, that space is that space can be used for another purpose by this disk space manager. Like this, the data can be accessed in external storage, and the next topic indexes we will discuss in the next video. Thank you. Thank you very much.